Shuler. She told me to call her Saud. And with 100,000 followers and fans and whatnot, and all the fantastic work she doesn't do it in a little way. She does it in a big way in the heart of North Philadelphia. Saudia Shuler's Country Cooking. Go visit her. Listen, 2836 North 22nd Street. Well, listen, here is another fantastic person. I am sitting next to her right now, and that is Dezzie.
Hello.
Oh, there she is. And listen, she is a radio personality, so she got the voice and everything.
I am not scared. You know I'm not allergic to the microphone.
You are not shy either.
Not at all.
But in a really cute kind of like a really adorable way. You've got that good way about you.
Thank you, sir.
It's lovable.
It's called the love of Jesus.
Oh my goodness. No, we're going to talk about it because you are a spiritual woman. And you have done a lot, with music. You come from a family of entertainers, right?
Indeed, yeah. Actually, my cousin, Cheryl Alexander, she was an original Dream Girl.
Oh, wow.
And then, some celebrities in their own right, like Kitchen Table, sang down,
wow.
grandmother, mother.
Yes.
But, just music has been the fiber of my family for all of my life, so yeah.
And you've been on the radio for how long now?
I was with Radio 1 Philadelphia, Praise 103.9 for 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
10 years. And mad love for the whole R1 family. Love them, made a decision to move on. When you get a phone call from Yolanda Adams personally, like when she calls you on your cell phone,
oh,
you
goodness,
answer.
She never called me, so I wouldn't.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she gave me a media correspondent opportunity, and I wanted to take the leap. The what ifs were eating me, and I wanted to just see what, and lovely lady, just a wonderful spirit, and God is sustaining my relevance, even though I'm still not on radio. And so, I do miss the mic. Once you do radio, if you really love radio, it's hard to live without it. So I do miss the mic, but I'm waiting for a very strategic and opportunity that makes sense, to move forward. But yeah, it's great.
Well, you're another one with a big fan base. Everybody like Dezzie.
I don't have 100,000 though.
Well, on social media,
But
that's a lot.
I'm at like 4,900, but I ain't no 100,000.
You, me, and a lot of other people. Listen,
right.
Near 100,000, but yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Well, listen, one of the things that you did is you just co-hosted PHL Live Center Stage 2017
that was awesome.
Award show with Frank Knuckles.
That was awesome. Shout out to Frank Knuckles.
We had
an amazing time. Shout out to
the chemistry.
Man.
You too, man. People were surprised you never worked together with him.
Not even never worked with, never met him prior to that night.
Yeah.
But again, we did have our Lord and Savior in common, and the love of the arts in common.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So we just meshed. It was a great night, and the talent was undeniable.
Oh my goodness!
You know what I mean?
Very
good
talent.
I feel bad for the judges because I'm like, I know when I came to judge.
I know you were judged for the gospel music category.
Man, it was tough. So, but Philly is the music mecca. So I mean, it's we run this.
Right.
Everybody comes here for background singers and musicians. You know that.
You know what? I happen to know that, but I didn't know until I was elected a councilman and started this PHL Live thing, and then I discovered that Philadelphia is rich in talent. My goodness.
That's right.
No joke, folks. I mean, Philadelphia is a treasure chest that everybody in the country and even around the world come to get their talent.
Yeah, indeed. It is the music mecca. And with the Eagles win, with all these momentous occasions that we have going on.
Right.
You know something? Let me say this. The unity that we displayed, there are people who came together to do community work. There are people who came together to pray. All I could think about is how much more social and societal movement we could have happen if we would do that on a regular basis.
Yes.
No shade to the Eagles because I'm glad we won. You know what I mean? I'm a new bandwagon fan. I haven't been on, I'm a newbie. But I just looked at the mobility.
Yes.
Look what we did. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I'm just looking forward to everything else that we will be able to do societally with that. Just remembering what we were able to achieve. And can I also say that those encouraging words by a football team have been more encouraging than those of our leader. Move on. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, move on.
Hey, well, let's dwell on that for a second because I'm going to say this, that, listen, I appreciate good sportsmanship and the talent, the ability. Listen, I love what this does for the city of Philadelphia, but bonus for me was, just how transparent they were.
Yeah.
About their faith
Yeah.
and what brought, how they look at their lives.
That's right.
And at the center of it is how you impact others.
Yeah. Look at the theme, the underlying theme, underdogs.
Yes.
How many people have felt downtrodden, have felt low, and have not seen, you have to see hope. You know what I mean? Hope has to be resonated in front of you for you to believe that it's possible.
Right.
And so they have just been resonating. It can be done. Whether it's poverty, whether it's homelessness, whether it's, family issues, it can be done.
Right.
And so I just love the theme that's resonating in the city right now.
Wow. Now tell us what's going on with you. I mean, because listen, are you pursuing a singing career, or you're not, or you're kind of what's going on with that?
You know what, Dave? It's councilman.
No, you can do Dave.
So
no sorry on here.
Right. Call me Dev.
Yeah.
Here's what's the thing. When you and people who know me know, this is not coming from a braggadocious place.
Right.
When you have multiple things that God has gifted you with, it's hard to figure out which one to focus on.
Right.
Singing is always going to be in the fiber of the core of my being, because I love to sing. But do I necessarily want to be the next big thing? I can't say that, because then social services would have to lack. I love social service. People don't even know my day job is at Phil Abundance.
Right.
I'm a counselor. I'm a human services worker. That is the heart of my being.
Right.
And so what I've been trying to do is merge together my passions so that I can make this happen. So let me tell you what my true desire is, with some singing on the side.
Yes.
I want to be an emotional wellness consultant for the industry.
Okay.
I want to be that person that your publicist, your manager calls me and says, you know what, so-and-so, and I'm not talking about a therapist. I'm not talking about something documented. This person is going through something emotionally. They are performing in pain. They're ministering hurt. After they perform, they take drugs. After they perform, they drink. They leave the stage to go sniff coke. I need to talk you through that.
Yes.
And then maybe link you to the person. But people are hurting, and I want to be that. I want to be that Band-Aid between documented therapy and the stage.
Right.
That's my heart.
Wow.
If I could just help people between that stage, that is my heart. And I can't. No, there's no can't. I haven't figured out how to make that happen. But you mark my word, before I leave here, that's going to be what I do. Dezzie Soul Chat.
I think that's great, because it's something that really is unique for your experience, your abilities, and you want to do that ministry.
Yes, it is ministry.
Yeah.
And it's the reason why I went back to college. I'm a dropout, Dave. I left Del State. I left Del State in 1997. My mom had a heart attack, and I did what was honorable in my family, which was take care of home.
Right.
I left college. I started doing hair. I was a cosmetologist, Marine Institute graduate.
Oh, fantastic!
And I started making money. I said, I got to go.
Yeah.
But then I had children, right?
Goodness,
and I can't have my kids. I wanted to graduate from college before my daughter went to college.
Right.
And it happened. So you just keep praying, because that's what I want to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me put you on the spot. Can you give us a little bit of voice here, a little bit of singing?
Sure. Now, why is Christmas carols coming to mind?
We're talking about.
I'm thinking about Fox 29.
Yes, no.
Okay. Here's my life song.
Okay.
If I can help somebody as I travel along, if I can cheer somebody with a word or song, if I can show somebody that they're traveling wrong, then my living shall not be in vain. The end.
Woo! All right, fantastic. Now, the first time I heard Dezzie sing, you were a judge at our gospel music thing, and the performers were fantastic. And then you got up and you did a little bit of singing. I said, "Wow, what a fantastic voice!"
You know what? Because when you see artists and they're like aspiring, and they say, give me some tips and all this stuff." And then somebody asks you to sing and you clam up.
Oh, yeah.
You want this or not?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's hard.
Perform on the spot.
Come on. on. So it's
true
hard,
professional.
It's hard for me to see people who want something.
Yes.
And don't take the opportunity to go for it. It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I feel like people are sitting there like, what gives you the right to judge me anyway? So I open my mouth and show.
Yeah. No, and certainly you did. I was like, yikes. Talk about who's number one in this room.
Oh, man. I have a good time at PHL. Y'all rock that house.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Now, this may not be a mission of yours, but I'm just going to bring it up because I think it is just so interesting. Your moniker is Ya Big Girl Dezzie.
Come on.
And, you know, I mean, you are not shy. You come out there, you know, with great confidence and ease. And I think it's really inspiring for a lot of people, not just the women, the men, and not just, you know, the large women, but all the women, you know. I mean, just as a very, you just come out and your inner beauty shines through to your outer beauty.
Let me explain. So the birth of the big girl, first of all, there is a strategic tactic to why I did that.
Yes.
It is an opportunity for me to clear up. See, people thought I was talking about myself. Meaning I'm calling myself plus size or curvy, which I am. Shout out to all my curvy ladies. I need to run this thing. Not just in the winter either.
Absolutely.
So that's what people initially thought.
Right.
I attached an acronym to BIG. Beautiful, intelligent, and gifted.
Yes.
Which is an acronym of edification.
Yes.
And so I used it so that people would think that I was saying one thing, but then it would always give me the opportunity to clarify it and say, no, that's not what it means.
Right.
BIG stands for beautiful, intelligent, and gifted. So it's just a conversation starter.
And you do that on the stage. You know,
every time.
Yeah, you do that every time, and it comes out so clear.
Every time. And truth be told, I am unapologetically a fan of the Curvy Nation because it is a movement going on. David, I remember when I didn't love myself. I remember, you know, Fat Mama Cheeseburger back in the day. There was, you know, kids are cruel. They still cruel. They're crueler. Because now they use phones and stuff to hurt people. You know what I mean?
Terrible
so,
thing.
you know, I remember those times. And so I love the fact that I'm going to show you how to do big girl right. If you're big and you're currently, you know, overweight, no matter what you are, curvy, you got to do it right. You can't just get lazy and stuck in your thing, eat the wrong foods. You know what I had for lunch?
What's that?
Fennel salad.
Get out of here.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
With a lemon vinaigrette.
Oh, fantastic.
Now, honey, some people say, Dezzie, you lie. I had a fennel salad with a lemon vinaigrette. You got to expand your palate. You just can't stay down.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's about being healthy. It's not being a size. It's about being healthy.
Right.
You know, because I'll race you, David.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not taking that bet.
I got my sticks.
I'm hurt already. I don't need to be more hurt.
All right, I'll try. Look, I'll try.
Oh my goodness, that is too funny. Well, where can people catch up with you?
You know what? I can be reached on social media. So my Instagram is @YaBigGirl, @YaBiggirl, Dezzie. Facebook, Dezzie Neal. My birth name is Desiree. Desiree, Dezzie, Dezzie, and Google me, honey. And then if you have time, March 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, with the amazing Frankie Darcell, under the management of Divas at the Stage Door, for Color Girls. It's coming to the Seaport Museum.
Okay.
So I'm really excited about that. I'm the vocalist for it.
Oh, fantastic.
So yeah, I'm excited. And you know, I'm reachable. I'm here. I'm Philly's girl.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
You are.
So
very accessible, very reachable.
Yeah, I'm very, even in the streets, you know, even in Walmart.
And my goodness, if anybody needs a host,
come
on.
Boy,
so entertaining,
come on.
so alive. Really, you got my recommendation. I said, listen, there's no better host than Dezzie.
Come on, DezzieBooking@gmail.com.
There you go.
Book me, honey. I will not book. I won't let you down.
All right. Well, listen, thank you for joining us.
All right.
We're going to be right back and talking to Joe Coyle at Year Up Greater Philadelphia. We're back. Listen, we started the show talking to Saudia Shuler. Saudia Shuler's country cooking, all the good stuff she does to help people in the neighborhood and how people have responded. Check her out. You know, 22nd Street, that's where she is. It's actually 2836 North 22nd Street. When you're buying a good meal, you're helping a good person do good things. And then we were talking to Dezzie, radio personality, musical artist, and media correspondent. Dezzie is just a great personality. And she is such a positive person. You know, you can check her out, Google her, reach out to her. And keeping in that light, I'm sitting here with Joe Coyle. He's Executive Director of Year Up Greater Philadelphia. honestly, I never heard of Year Up. I met him, I heard about them, and I said, wow, that is so fantastic. I have to bring you on my show because he's going to offer something that a lot of my guests talk about, and that is helping people make sure they're at their best. Joe, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I really, really appreciate it.
Let's tell the listeners what you do exactly.
We create opportunity and access to education and career for a group of individuals in our city where everyone has said you can't.
Okay, so in short, what happens is you're between the ages of 18 and 24 years old. You can be engaged with this program at Year Up. They're going to kind of put you through a process, and at the end of that process is going to be a job, a real job for a period of time, and college credits. So what do you need to qualify for this program, Joe?
So there's two absolutes in our program. You must have high school credentials, and you must be 18 to 24.
Okay.
Anything else we can talk through. We have support.
Right.
Our model is built on high expectations and high support, and that starts in the very, very beginning.
Okay.
We recognize some of the young adults that come into our program, they have challenges outside of Year Up. We don't say no. We say, let's see if we can figure it out.
Now, you just told me and Dezzie about a young woman who recently graduated your course.
So I could share stories with you all day. I love
Tell our listeners
telling
about this
stories.
one, yes.
Young woman successfully went through our program, completed her internship, had a little bit of work experience, and we found out, I think it was last Thursday, I was told she has a full-time job, $60,000 a year, as an anti-money laundering analyst with a major bank.
She doesn't have a college degree.
She does not. She has some credits. She has the credits that she earned through our program.
Right.
No student debt. And it looks like the employer is going to pay for her to continue to go to school.
Wow, what a fantastic result for her and for others.
Well, it's generational change, right? Because when we have young people earning that kind of money in those types of positions, taking that back into the community, that's how you make lasting generational change. That's how you break the generational cycles of poverty.
Yes, and so you're closing the skills gap for young adults ages 18 to 24. Now tell me, how, if I were 19 years old and I came in to say, hey, I want to be engaged in your program, what do I got to do? What's involved? How do I get through this? And what can I expect?
So the whole program and the whole process is designed so that you demonstrate that you want it.
Yes.
As opposed to us saying you meet criteria.
Yes.
Right? You have to demonstrate, you have the grit and the determination, and you want this.
I like that already.
If you want it, we will help you. We
Yes.
can't want it more. Right?
Yes.
As I tell the students all the time, we may help you build the runway, we show you where the runway is, but you fly your own plane.
Yes.
Right? We don't do it for you. High accountability. We hold students to a very high standard. Every young adult that joins our program, they sign a contract where we outline, these are our expectations, this is how we're going to help you.
Right.
And if they adhere to that contract, awesome. If they don't, and sometimes they don't, because it has things like dress code, showing up on time, passing your Pierce College courses. There's a whole series of things that you need to do in order to be
Right.
prepared for the types of jobs that we have inside corporate America, if not Fortune 500, Fortune 100 companies in the area.
Yeah, you have some great employers lined up that are participating, but one of the things that happens is you're housed or you have a relationship with Pierce College in Philadelphia. Is that right?
We do. They provide the college credits. So the way our 1-year program works
Yep.
is the first 6 months we call learning and development.
Okay.
During learning and development, you are co-enrolled in our program and as a Pierce College student. So you're taking traditional freshman college type courses,
Right.
Biz 101, English, whatever.
Right.
And you're at the same time enrolled in our program where we're talking about personal and professional development, the things people don't maybe necessarily teach you growing up.
Right, but that are so critical to getting and keeping a job.
Correct, exactly.
Yes.
The importance of showing up on time, dressing
Yes.
appropriately,
Yes.
networking, shaking hands.
Now I know why they give out perfect attendance awards. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Very important, perfect attendance.
So the students that do that, they also earn a stipend, an educational stipend the entire time.
And so it doesn't cost them anything things are paid for, and then you get a stipend too.
Exactly, and they don't have to incur any student debt
Right.
in order to earn close to up to 24 college
Dezzie's
credits.
eyes are big.
So fast
yeah.
forward nationally,
Yes.
85% of the young adults that complete our program,
Mhm.
right, within 4 months of graduation, they've earned 24 college credits, 0 student debt, they have 6 months of work experience on their resume, and in many cases get converted to full-time hire at the end of their internship with the organization where they interned. Here in Philadelphia, those that get converted are making on average $40,000 a year.
Wow. Now we're not talking about young people who have a college degree, a master's degree, a law degree. We're talking about at-risk young people who are struggling for employment and in a relatively short time, being engaged in your program, getting help there, and college credits, and earning a stipend, getting, if they've gone through that, getting a chance to work for a top-notch employer with high standards, and therefore the success rate is really very good.
Yeah, the outcomes are great, and I think speak for themselves. One of the biggest challenges we have is, number one, young adults, employers, community partners don't know who we are.
Yes.
So that's a huge challenge.
Listen,
So you can
everybody,
help.
year up, Greater Philadelphia.
Right, yearup.org, yearup.org.
Yes, yearup.org. Check it out.
And then the second challenge that you can help us with is when we do talk to young adults, often the biggest feedback I get is they think it's too good to be true. I've had young men look me straight in the eye and they go, Joe, come on.
What's the hustle?
Right, exactly.
Yes.
You're going to pay me. I don't have to take student loans. I get college courses. I have a shot at a job at the end. I'm marketable. Like, come on. But it's true.
All right, listen, everybody out there, whether you're a grandparent, a parent, or a young adult yourself, saying, hey, listen, you know, I've been looking for a job for the past couple of years, and I just don't have the skills. I really need a change in my life. Check out Year Up. If you can get into their program, I mean, basically, you will get the soft skills you need, and you will get college credits that they're going to cover for you. And if you discipline yourself, and if you got the motivation, you may end up, as do 85%, I guess, right, or more, with a top-notch employer getting paid and 6 months of experience on your resume. And you know the problem is you try to get a job and you have no experience, and you're like, how can I get an experience if I don't have a job? And so they're taking care of that for you.
Yeah, it's really amazing. As I tell the students all the time during orientation, it's really simple, but it's not easy. Right? It's really hard work. It's very simple.
Yes.
Show up one time, follow the rules. Right? It's very simple what you need to do in order to be successful in our program. It's really hard work.
For our listeners who are dying to know, how do they contact you? You know, where to find out more information?
Right. So the easiest and best way is to go to our website, yearup.org, yearup.org. You can click on the link for Greater Philadelphia. There's information there. You can complete an interest form. You can learn a little bit more about our organization. There's some success stories on there. That's the easiest way. And of course, anybody that's interested, we are co-located with Pierce College at 1420 Pine Street in Center City. Stop into our admissions office. We're more than happy to talk to students. We have more jobs than we have students. So
wow, that's good news. You know, it troubles me because, you know, as a councilman, I see these like job fairs, and you'll have like a couple thousand people show up and they can't get any of the jobs.
well, because you said it earlier, right? There's that catch-22 of I don't have experience, I don't have a job, I don't have a job, I can't get experience.
Right.
And when we talk to our partners, our corporate partners, right, we're really trying to identify non-baccalaureate pathways into their company.
Right.
Because many entry-level jobs, and our students have some really cool jobs, anti-money laundering, cybersecurity. I mean, really cool jobs that take some specialized skills that we deliver within our program, right, but don't necessarily require a 4-year degree. Right. Not saying we shouldn't get a 4-year degree. I believe we should.
Yes.
Right.
But
Over
in case
time.
you don't.
But how do you get in?
Yes.
How do you get started? How do you demonstrate to the employer that you're bringing value to their company, so that they're willing to continue to employ you and provide tuition assistance.
Joe, how did this whole program get started even?
So it started, Gerald Shertavian, about 17, 18 years ago. He was a big brother, and he recognized his little brother in New York City lived in one of the worst neighborhoods and literally just had no opportunity because of his zip code and skin color.
Right.
And he said, this is wrong. We need to do something about it. And here we are. In 2018, we'll probably serve 4,000 young adults across the United States this year. Here locally, we'll serve over 120 students in Philadelphia this year, another 100 in Wilmington. So we're growing, and that's in 5 years. I think back to the first class, which predates me, but the first class about 5 years ago, I think had 11 students graduate. So we are growing. We do have the jobs. What we need is individuals like you, Councilman, to help us get the word out and increase the brand awareness so that young adults know it's not too good to be true.
Yes.
Partners and community organizations are willing to work with us so that we can continue to make an impact, because this is really making a huge difference.
Yeah, and like Joe said, within 4 months of graduating this program, which is a year, so it's not that long, right? It's a year, 6 months, or a year, something like that.
Yeah, the program's 1 year within 4 months of graduation. Yep.
85% are employed or in school full time.
Because we think that, and this is another thing that's hard, that I talk to the students all the time. Yes, getting converted and getting that job at the end is the brass ring, right? And that's what we're all working towards. I also recognize that sometimes our employers, they may have hiring freezes, different things like that, right? So if you don't get hired, you still have 6 months worth of experience.
Yes.
Right? We have a team of individuals that help get you in a Europe-related job. So if you were, for example, maybe you were an anti-money laundering specialist with one of our partners, but a different partner is hiring somebody that now maybe they're looking for somebody with 6 months worth of experience.
Right.
So we continue to do that, and we still are able to place most of our young adults into Europe-related jobs.
Well,
So whether you get converted at the end or we help convert you into something else within 4 months of graduation.
that's just a fantastic, stat right there. Talk about, in an area of where you got a person without skills and experience, qualifications coming in, then 85% success rate. That's fantastic. So listen, I mean, me personally, as a city councilman, I think that those stats are just really amazing stats. And it tells a person that this is something worth doing, that the chances are very good that after I complete this, things are going to work out for me within 4 months, and if not within 4 months, they look very good moving forward.
Well, exactly. Now we also now have a national alumni association. It's nearly 18,000 individuals across the country. Right? Many of them are now in positions to hire people. Right? So it's all coming together now. And
All right.
It's crazy.
Okay, well listen, Joe, thank you very much for joining me, telling our listeners about Year Up Greater Philadelphia. To learn more, check it out on the internet. Listen, thanks for joining me, all my guests here, and join us next Tuesday for In the Know with David O.